Hello, and welcome to my Unity 3.4 tutorial walkthrough. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can because I'm limited to just 15 minutes, and I know that I don't want to waste your time. So I'm going to start with how I imported walls, ceilings, and created a prefab. So the basic way to import meshes in order to create a prefab, you can drag and drop them from another folder. And I'll try to quickly go and get these meshes. And I believe these meshes are from the original tutorial file, so I can just drag and drop FBX files into my project folder, and there they are. Or there that is. Um, so basically, once I have my meshes in order, I can group them together in the project folder, or I can place them, and then I can drag and drop them in the hierarchy in order to kind of parent them, and then drag and drop it into the prefab folder. So right here, for example, I have my hallway straight, and you can kind of see I have, this is the preview of it. I have my ceiling and my wall and then my floor. And if I hit this arrow in my prefab, I can show you that I have the ceiling piece and the wall piece and the, let's see, ceiling, wall, and the floor is already the parent inside, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so this is my my level that I made, and I'll just try to really quickly run through it to show you, or I'm going to turn off the sound because it's pretty loud. Um, so this is the level that I made, just following with the tutorial pretty much. I didn't place the assets exactly as he did, so like my piles of barrels and boxes are different. I don't have as much fire anywhere or pipes, and this is my end level area. I don't have as much paper on the ground, so there's some fire in there. And anytime I touch fire, my player health goes down. And I'll show you that when I die, it should restart. Okay, so it just restarted. And so that was my base level layout, and as well as the die function and the health. But I'll just go back to a door. Okay, so creating a door to interior room. Um, I'm just going to load an earlier scene. So I have saved scenes along the way. Um, so I called my original, or no, the original tutorial files are Unity files under here. So this is all of his stuff. His layout's a little different than mine. But if you go back, I have my whole entire project under Unity project, Unity 3.4 tutorial. And so I can load up one of my earlier versions to show you where I kind of started from. So this is when I just had the basic shape done and no lights, no cameras or anything. Not even all my rooms done. And I'll just show you kind of the progress. I'll skip over a few lessons. That was lesson 10. I'll go to lesson 15. And so now I have some lights. I have this is the asset that I brought in order to show you for your point number 19 that you're looking for. I'll show you that later. So yeah, I have some lights. I have rooms now, and I'll go to lesson 20. And it looks like now I have some assets down. I probably have some functionality. Like I have some fire. I just started placing fire at least. And you will notice that the fire that I have is not the same as his tutorial fire. Yeah, so now the only changes that you'll see are probably not going to be aesthetic, but are going to be script-based. So I'm just going to load up my final scene. Okay. So my first-person controller. This is my first-person controller. So basically, Unity comes with controllers, and I believe that you can create them pretty easily. I'm gonna have to remember how to do it. Hold on. Okay, so the character controller that I have was actually downloaded by right-clicking and doing import package and custom package, and or not custom package, sorry. Import new asset? No. I just had it. Anyways, I know that if you right-click and you import package and you select characters, it's supposed to let you choose exactly, specifically, what type of maybe character that you want to bring in. I chose first-person character and first-person controller, and that's what I dragged in. It's just been taking a long time to load for me whenever I would do it, so I don't want to waste your time with that. I can show you. I have some colliders on the floor. Mesh collider, just using the mesh, so whenever I hit play, I don't fall through the floor. Now, an example of a place where I don't have colliders is not the walls, but these barrels. I run right through them. And that was not necessarily on purpose, but he didn't do that in the tutorial, so I just kind of followed suit and did not add colliders to the barrels too. Let's see. All the materials. Okay, so I can show you I added all the materials to these objects just by not clicking on them. Oh, yes, clicking on them? Okay. Maybe if I just show you my meshes. So, usually under your meshes folder, whenever you're importing your props, it comes with a materials folder, and it comes with all of your FBX materials as well. So, like for these cryopods, what I had to do is select each individual part, and these materials would be connected, and I would just click on there, find the material, double click it, and it would show up. And most of these tutorial materials did not come with anything but albedo and normal map. And yeah, so I just had to basically select the material, hit albedo, select it, there that is. And for normal maps, typically you're going to have to convert them to a normal map because it doesn't recognize it at first. Now I'll show you that I have these capsule colliders on my cryopods. So basically, the way that I did that was I did game object, 3D object, and then capsule. And I'll just do that right now. So over here, I can turn off the mesh renderer, and I'll just have this collider on. And that's what I used in order to make these colliders for these cryopods. Now, because I'm not perfect, I don't have these capsule colliders parented to the cryopods, but they are there. I have a collider for each cryopod, and so whenever I walk to them, I will collide with them, like so. Okay, now I'm going to show you the audio that I have and the fire particles that I have. So whenever I hit play, you probably can't hear that, but just in case, I'm going to pull my mic to my headphones so that you can hear it. Okay. Should have been able to hear that. And so I have this fire that obviously isn't the same as the tutorial files. It's not as big and moving. And you'll notice that it looks bigger from far away. I just died there. The emitters menu is not the same from 3.4 to 5. And also the default emitters that I imported from standard assets, I could not find the exact same one that he used. So of course there's going to be some differences. I wanted the emitters to look bigger and to just be a bigger size, and the only thing that I could really find that did it was increasing the minimum particle size, but it's supposed to be at 0. And I'll just leave that there. Basically, that changes how big it looks from a distance. So that's why it looks like it's the same size no matter how far away you are. So it's almost as if there's no perspective. Now I'll show you my cryopod physics. I'm just going to make sure that I have my audio muted. And you'll notice that it kind of fell. I can just really quickly rotate it so that it's more apparent. I'll just move it and rotate it. So now, whenever I hit play, it should topple more. Yeah, that's really good. And it's using that small capsule collider for collision. It's not using the whole thing, just to save that memory. And let's see. For finishing details in the tutorial, I'm not sure what exactly you are referring to, but give me a second and I will try to see what I can get. Okay, so I just skimmed through that video for adding finishing touches, and that was just about adding the textures to the cryopods, as well as adding in these pipes. And that's a good point. These pipes are not using typical material. They are using a transparent diffuse material, not just normal diffuse. And let's see if I can show you it in better detail. So I'll go to my pipes and I can go to my materials, and this is my pipe material. Don't know why it's not letting me look at it like a normal material. But basically what I did for that is I went up here and instead of standard, I chose, or no. I can't remember how exactly I did it. It was, I think it was one of these. Oh, Legacy Transparent Diffuse. That's what it was. Okay, so I clicked on that main shader, and then I went to Legacy Shaders, Transparent Diffuse. And that lets you, it basically takes your diffuse map, and it takes that alpha channel, and it turns that into an opacity kind of map. So that's how I was able to get this kind of ambient occlusion on it, while just using a diffuse map for that. Okay, so I don't have much time left, but I'll try to show you my end trigger for my level, and I tried to publish it for a website, but that took so long to load and build it that it was not working. Okay, I'm gonna have to speed run this. So I'll just run through this fire so you can see my GUI working fine. And this is my end level. Let's see if it transports me. Okay, so it transported me. This is my one of my scenes, and I never added a player controller to it, so that's why I'm not moving. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and see you later.